Viewer discretion is advised. Hello everyone, Ro here, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we're going to be hauling 43,000 pounds of frozen food from Los Angeles to Sacramento. I hope you guys enjoy. Now let's get started. Alrighty, so we are just leaving the yard right now. We've got our new truck. I'm so happy to finally be reunited with this truck. Last time I drove this truck was in Euro Truck Simulator 2. And thoroughly enjoyed this truck. It was one of my favorites. In fact, this is, I think, the second truck mod that I had in ETS2. So let's go ahead and hop out and take a look here. This is, of course, let me go ahead and zoom in. I don't know why the camera keeps zooming out by default, but we'll ignore that. But yeah, this is the Freightliner Coronado. It's a very awesome truck. Unfortunately, it handles a bit not great, but, well, it's a bit of a sacrifice. It's a great truck, nonetheless. I got 600 horsepower under the hood. Got an 18-speed transmission, I think. It doesn't actually specifically say 18 speed, so it's kind of a guess. Actually, no, I think this one does... I don't know. I think this one's an 18 speed. I could be wrong. But, yeah, we're going to be delivering some food, I think. Alright, we're going to have to get in front of this guy. Yeah, we're just going to go for it. Yeah, he'll slam the brake and... I'll just keep going because I got to make this left turn here. Now we really got to slow down. My bad. I completely did not have right of way there. What was I going to say? Yeah, I really got to slow down when taking turns, and I just got to be really gradual with it because it doesn't turn right. It's also not very powerful, despite having 600 horsepower. I found it to be a bit slow, especially even trying to get up to the speed limit. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but, yeah, I mean, it's great to be back in a familiar truck. I was trying out the T600 day cab. Unfortunately, had a little bit of an issue with it. But it's nothing too major. I don't have the day cab version installed. I actually have the regular T600 installed with a high roof sleeper. But I don't know. I don't really like it, to be honest. We can actually, just like before, we can actually hop back here. We can even sit down. But we're not going to do that because we're professionals, right? Not really. It's been an interesting few days. Actually, more like an interesting couple of days, and I'll explain why in a minute. Just want to make sure that I'm on track here and all that. Actually, I don't think we have to get in that lane. So we're going to go ahead and try and get up to speed here, 55 miles per hour. Going to be leaving Los Angeles. I've never been to Los Angeles. It's one of the places I've wanted to go. Definitely one of the places I've wanted to go the most. Let's go ahead and get that cruise control going. So we're going to be getting off this freeway. We'll be hopping on the 5 towards Oakland. In fact, before we do that, I got to change a setting that I forgot to change before recording. Let's go ahead and go here. And we will do that. So we'll get rid of the trailer brake key binding and yeah. Because man, this Jake brake sounds awesome, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Oh, wow, we really got to slow down here. Yeah, the steering on this, like I said, not so great. Could be because I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, but still, when compared to other trucks that I've driven, this one steers the hardest. It's very stiff. Not sure what's up with that. I have steering sensitivity turned up, I think. Not going to check now. We were just in the settings, were we not? Again, very slow truck, unfortunately. We're doing 46. It could be because we're hauling almost 50,000 pounds, almost 45,000 pounds of packaged foods in a 53-foot reefer. I think this is a 53-foot. There we go. Try and get to the right speed here. Let's go ahead and hop out again. Whoa, that's a bridge. This looks pretty pretty long. I'd say it's a 53-foot, definitely. Want to do the 8 challenge again? Because we could definitely do that. It's probably not the greatest idea. Oh man, that sounds awesome. Forgot that the Jake brake disables cruise control. My bad. Be able to get up the speed here since we're on a downward slope a little bit. But yeah, as I was saying, couple of interesting days. Very interesting. So I'm actually going to go back a week, a little bit more than a week here. So last week, I believe it was Tuesday of last week, I was getting ready to record The Long Dark. I was going to do Season 2, Episode 1. You know, it was going to be an awesome premiere and all that. Getting it set up, all that fun stuff. And right before I could get to launch it, my power went out. So that was great. Wasn't really sure what was up with it. Didn't really care. Power went out, and when it came back on, I went ahead and recorded. And evidently this is when the internet went out. This is the same time that my internet went out. Yeah, so power went out, internet went out. When it came back on, I went ahead and, you know, recorded episode 1 of The Long Dark. And all was fine and dandy. Then I went ahead and recorded, or I tried to record, episode 2. And while I was partway through recording episode 2, power went out for like a half second and was enough to turn off my computer and all that fun stuff. So that caused whatever footage that I was recording at the time to become corrupt and evidently unusable. Which was great, because, yeah. So then I had to re-record episode 2, which I did, day before yesterday. Actually, no, I recorded it yesterday. So I recorded it on Wednesday. And, so that was fun. I recorded it yesterday. Everything went fine with the recording and even through editing and all that. And now let's go back a few hours before that. In fact, let's go back to 1:45 in the morning on Wednesday. I was uploading an episode of American Truck Sim. Okay, that mirror is frozen. Forgot about that issue. Yeah, I was uploading American Truck Sim and LSPDFR, I believe. And so it was really chill. it was a really chill night. I was just kind of chillaxing, really tired already. And I was playing American Truck Sim to, you know, test out mods. In fact, I was driving this truck. I was just starting to drive this truck. Just really chill, really tired. I was gonna, like, finish up the delivery and go to bed. Right? Sounds reasonable. So I'm just cruising down the street. Not in my 6.4. Sorry for the reference. I was just cruising down, and, all of a sudden, boom. House shakes. Explosion. Very obvious explosion. I have no clue what happened. Caught me completely off guard, alright? I'm playing American Truck Sim. There's not supposed to be explosions. Except that this explosion was in real life, so it really didn't matter what game I was playing. But scared the shit out of me, first of all. Second of all, definitely had my attention. I paused my game. I went to check, you know, the windows in my room to see if I could see anything, to see what happened. I knew it was an explosion. I just had no clue, number one, where, number two, why, and number three, how. So, I'm thinking, alright, it's an explosion. Something's bound to come up on my phone for breaking news, because I have the Facebook Notify app, so something's going to come up. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a few minutes. Sure enough, a few minutes later, I get a breaking news alert that an explosion about 5 miles away from my home was, there was an explosion 5 miles away from my home. So that could explain it. Turns out it was some sort of gas leak, and it pretty much leveled a couple buildings, I think. Didn't kill anyone, hurt a few firefighters in the process, but they seem to be fine now. But just completely scared the shit out of me. So that was the strange occurrence on Wednesday morning. Now, let's fast forward to number one, 25 hours later. So 2:45 a.m. Thursday, which is today as I'm recording this. And I'm just, I forgot what I was doing. I was just chilling in my room. I think I was listening to music or something. And mind you, this is 2:45 in the morning, alright? Like, it's 2:45 in the morning. Pretty self-explanatory. All of a sudden, doorbell. Just someone rang our doorbell. I have no clue who, I have no clue why, and I honestly didn't think to investigate. 2:45 in the morning, it's dark, no one's supposed to be ringing our doorbell. I'm just gonna let it be. So, that's fine. Nothing after that, in terms of that. Now, fast forward to about 5 o'clock a.m., I'm over here, I'm into my second upload of the night. Alice PDF Horror had finished, and I was uploading, funny enough, episode 2 of The Long Dark. And, while that was going on, I was playing American Truck Sim. When all of a sudden my power went out. Again. So, I'm starting to feel like The Long Dark might be cursed in terms of power. I'm also slightly concerned about American Truck Sim. Because this is really odd shit. Really odd. Just the most random things are happening while those two games... Well, something's going on with these two games. So, it's just really weird. But, I guess that's basically all there is. I've been driving here for, what, maybe 10 minutes now, and I haven't even been paying attention to the road or anything. Seems I'm fine, though. What just... Okay, I went into neutral. That's really odd. Must have accidentally bumped... Man, the D-pad on this controller, not the greatest. Figured that out really quickly. Let's see. So it's going to take us about 2 hours and 20 minutes to get to our destination. And, I have no clue what to talk about. No idea. You're just sitting here, listening to music, blabbering about who knows what at this point. I am currently working on designing... Well, okay, funny enough, since the power went out this morning, and I didn't know when it was going to come back on, and I was pretty not tired, I decided to try and work on designing the new intro for my channel, because, as you may know, there's a new outro on my channel where basically it just shows, you know, the comment, like, comment, subscribe, and then it also shows, like, album artwork and music information on what song is playing. But I don't have an equivalent thing for the intro. I just don't have anything for that. So I went ahead and started designing those, because there's going to be multiple. Obviously, every series on my channel has its own, like, intro music. And, for the most part, they share the same outro music, except for except for LSPDFR, because LSPDFR contains copyrighted music for the intro, so I figure, well, since non-copyrighted music for the outro really doesn't matter, when I can just use copyrighted music, I might as well use copyrighted music, so that's what I did. So now I'm just kind of figuring out how to design the intro for videos. And, yeah. Now, I am going to try and get that new intro out by next week. In fact, it would have to start next week, basically. I don't like to do that kind of change, like, in the middle of a week. Just really doesn't make sense. Speaking of which, next week, slowing down here to 35 real quick, and our fatigue alert is going off. But next week is supposed to be LSPDFR episode 100, which is going to be pretty awesome, and I think I'm going to mix that with my 100 subscriber special. So what I'm thinking is a long episode. Now, I don't know how long. I was thinking maybe an hour. And if it's an hour, that would probably mean that it's edited. So you get the full maximum experience. You don't get that shitty, unedited, you know, no jump cuts, none of that. I think you want more action than non-action, right? Would make sense. So, just notice that, like, switch on the right side. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do, like, an hour long, maybe 2 hours if I can. But, unfortunately, for that to happen, I'm gonna need to get back on schedule. I'm gonna need to get back on track for that. Because I want the video to be out Friday. Just kind of the typical day to end the week. And I think a great way to end the week would be to throw out that 100th episode and 100 subscribers special. So, I'm thinking... Oh, pardon me as I adjust my music volume here. So, in order for me to get it out Friday, I would have to get back, like I said, on schedule, because that power outage and internet outage from last week really screwed up my schedule as far as uploads. So, that means there's actually going to be a new LSPDFR episode every day. That includes the weekend, yes, until Friday. Next Friday. Not this Friday, which technically would be today if you're watching this video when it comes out. So, yeah, that's going to be great. So we're going to have this nice long stretch of LSPDFR videos. But, I think you guys will be fine with that. And maybe since it's the weekend, I'll do longer videos, since it's, like I said, the weekend. You know, people aren't in school. Thank you. Yeah, so people aren't in school. It's typically when people are off work as well. I have never had this kind of drop-off before. Well, actually, nah, this is the same kind of drop-off that I picked this up from, I think. No, it isn't. But, yeah, where am I dropping this off? We're gonna drop it off on the right side. Oh, okay. Well, or the left. Alright, then I guess we'll go this way. What am I listening to? Oh, this song. So there's this song called Loon from Y&V on No Copyright Sounds. Amazing song. Absolutely love it. I just can't figure out how to put it into my videos. Like, I like to keep things nice and short in terms of intros and outros. This song did not help. And it's an awesome song, but if I can't get it to fit in, then I can't get it to fit in. So I'm thinking this could be like the typical time-lapse music. Alright, we're gonna get nice, and actually, this should be good. Alright, let's go ahead and hop out, take a look how bad we did. We did horrific. Look at that. It's actually really straight and fine. Alright, so I guess we'll just drop off the trailer intentionally this time. Alright, so we delivered frozen food, in fact 43,000 pounds worth, from Los Angeles to Sacramento to Walbert. We traveled a total of 365 miles. That's 1 mile per day. Funny. In a year. You know, get it? Which took us 8 hours and 49 minutes. We consumed 59.3 gallons of fuel, or diesel. And we got a total of $28,764, as well as 457 XP. Wow, that's not much XP. Probably because, well, that makes sense. It's not much XP because, I don't, it wasn't like a, high value cargo or any of that. Yeah, I guess, this is where we will end things. I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Comment down below if you have suggestions or feedback that you want to share with me. If you have mods, go ahead and leave links to them, as I won't do Google for that. I'm not going to Google for mods, because number one, Google is horrific at this point. Let's be honest here. If you type banana, it's going to try and recommend tomatoes. So there's that. Yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content, if you want to stay up to date, and if you want to see the newest content when it's available immediately. You can even get notified as soon as a new video is out, which is great. And check out the usernames at the end of the video, as well as the music information that I now include. I hope you all enjoyed, but until next time, which actually, come to think of it, next time, I'm not sure if I'll have this truck. Thinking about other trucks, but, we'll see. I hope you all enjoyed, but until next time, goodbye.